Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I am an empath and also an intuitive card reader. I'd like to welcome you to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I'm here today to do the mid-monthly reading for the sign of Pisces and all my friends, the Pisces. And this is my smudge. I found a little stash of sweetgrass, 2 braids of it that I'd forgotten that I had. So, here it is, the dead of winter, and we've got local on my own property, sweetgrass and sage. You build up all the positive ions and the energies, cleaning them, refreshing them. Start brand new and fresh. There we go. That should be good. Okay, so, yes, for mid-month, January 2017, for the sign of Pisces. And this is a general reading, Pisces. Please remember that. If you want personal reading, I offer that service, and all that information is found below this video window in the description box. Just read through it once, please, before you contact me, and then we'll set something up. If you're new to YouTube and new to the channel, especially if you're new to YouTube, subscriptions are free. There's a little red button beneath the video window here in front of you. It says subscribe. Just click on it. You'll be notified every time Bay of Fundy Fortunes post anything new. You won't be inundated with emails from my channel. It's only when I post, and I post about 2 to 3 times a month. It depends. Usually twice. First of the month and the middle of the month for every sign. And these are general readings, as I said. So you don't take everything literally to heart, because if it doesn't fit you, then it doesn't fit you. We want messages for Pisces, please. Okay. Mid-month, January 2017. It's a beautiful winter's day here. Our temperatures are rising. We were like minus 31 2 days ago. Right now we're at minus 3. That's Celsius. And the sun's shining, and the birds are singing, and everything is crisp and white and green. I live rural. I live on the Bay of Fundy. I've got a cove and beach in my backyard. There's a lot of wildlife here and bird activity, and the birds, I put seed out, and they're all singing, and they're all happy. This is for Pisces. One of my favorite signs. Yes, and always feel free to leave comments. I've been told before, not all Pisces are good people. There's got to be a bad seed in every pile. There's always got to be. That's a balance of life, the good, the bad, the white, the black, the dark, the light. It's happy, sad. There's always something that is opposite of everything in this life. Even within ourselves. Okay. One more. There. Alright. First card that Tarot has brought to you. Oh, my goodness, no. Pisces, if I remember, we got this in the January reading for the monthly. In the beginning of January. I don't like it. Okay. It's the vortex. This is your overall energy for the reading. Temptation. Temptation comes in many forms in our lives. It's all very personal to us. The common meaning of this card is affairs of the heart. Second card Tarot has brought forth to your attention, 2 of Wands. It's all about vision, and this is in your finances, in your wealth. Third card that I pulled and Tarot has brought for you is 8 of Cups, and it's all about change. Emotional change. Third card Tarot has brought forth for your attention is the 7 of Swords. It's all about loss. Kind of a serious reading here. These are serious cards. The fifth card, Pisces, that I pulled for you is the High Priest, and it's all about wisdom, and this is your message from Spirit. Wisdom, the High Priest. And when I've exhausted all the messages from these 5 cards in this Oceanic Tarot spread, I pull one Significator from my deck of tarot. All right. Let's get right into it and see what kind of trouble we can find today. Yes, we know it's 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Okay. So, the first card, your overall energy of vortex. You can see 2 mer people there, 2 mer kids. One's female, one's male. And they're caught in a vortex. Locked in that whirlwind of water. We'd call it a whirlpool. Some of you are feeling trapped. Feelings of, I can't get out of here. I need to get away. This is the last place that I want to be. This is the last place that I need to be. This is sucking me dry. It's sucking the energy out of me. I'm losing myself. And I don't even recognize myself anymore. That's what I'm hearing for some of you, Pisces. Big transitions ready to, big breakthroughs coming at you very, very, very soon. For some of you, it's a love relationship. For others, it's a job. For others, it's where you're living. Because where you live, I'm nudged to say that where you live is so highly important for all of us. Where we live, our home is our haven. Our home is our castle. If we don't have somewhere to go to, our go-to place for most of us is home. For those of us that don't have that, we're continuously looking for that and we're lost. Some are having issues with love and lust. Common meaning is affairs. You may be feeling, some of you, like you have no control over your life, or others are having control over you. You've lost control and you've lost yourself. That's coming across very strongly. Some of you have an attraction, or in other words, another way of putting it, an addiction to another person that it's not real. You think you can't live without this other person, but it isn't real. That's not how real life. You may feel times you get brokenhearted, and you feel like I could die. I'm hurting so bad, but you won't die. You just feel like you will. You're closer than you think to a breakthrough, because some of you are looking at the hardcore facts of everything right now. You're stopping and you're looking around, and you're taking an estimate of where your life is right now, and you're placing it in with value points upon it. You're doing this scale of 1 to 10 thing. You're doing all the what ifs. And they're all leaning in you removing yourself from a situation, or from a certain person, or from a certain job, a certain area, a certain home. Some of you are really looking to make a very huge, here's the thing, it'll seem like a huge, huge change in your life. And you think, if I do this, nothing else will be the same. But here's the thing, it will. It's going to have a big impact on a certain part of your life, but only part of your life, not all of your life. That's for certain. Something on my glasses. There we go. Sorry, guys. You're stronger than you think you are. This move that some of you, and the change that you have to bring upon yourself, is going to be a lot easier than you believe it's going to be. You're going to be saying, why did I wait so long? I should have done this a long time ago. And if you have any regrets, it's going to be regrets of time well wasted in your life, when you could have been somewhere else doing other things. In the first place, you have to start. You got to clean up the floor beneath your feet so you can see where it is that you clearly are standing. And you have to start to move forward and remove yourself from that situation, because that's the only way. And you're the only one that's going to do this. Nobody's going to do it for you. You have to get really, really brave, but you can do this. You can free yourself at any time and take back your power of who you are. As I said in one other video last week or the week before, there's no one human being that has been born to destroy who you are. Nobody. Nobody. So why allow somebody to just come in and take over who you are? You know, they're sucking you dry. The job's sucking you dry. Where you live is sucking you dry. So it's time to move on from that. Okay, so the next card that I pulled for you is the Two of Wands. It's all about vision. And it's in your placement of finances and wealth. Vision. This card, and this shows up in the position of finances, wealth a lot, the Two of Wands. It's all about you, Pisces, having a meeting of the minds with another human being. Somebody else you're going to meet that's very, very much like-minded. For some of you, it'll be a new friend. Just as simple and cut and dry as that. Someone that you'll instantly click with and bond with. You will matter in their lives, and they're going to matter in your lives down the road a little bit, but that's down the road a little bit. For others of you, if you're looking for a partner in any shape or sense of the word, this is going to be a good time that you're going to meet somebody like that. You're going to feel like you've known this person forever. You're so like-minded. You're an extension of each other. You're each other's shadow, in a manner of speaking. Some of you will go forth with this joining of the minds and intentions and visions and horizons for financial reasons. Great partnerships will be struck up at this time as well. So it will affect your house of money in the bigger picture. Some of you are going to have to invest the little that you have, but you feel so sure about it that nothing's about to stop you at this point. You're charging ahead with this because everything about it feels right and everything about it feels good. So Pisces, just charge on ahead. Meeting this other person as well will bring its own reward in itself because of them, the person you're going to meet. They're going to broaden your horizons. You thought you knew it all, and you really haven't even begun to touch the tip of the iceberg, as they say. You're going to be overwhelmed with knowledge, and you're going to be feeling very rich with knowledge as well. It'll be a good thing and a good feeling. The advice of this card is to look for others who share your visions and work together for greater results and the greater good. Keywords are partnerships, right off the top. Creativity, a lot of creativity in there going between the two of you. That's your star, is the creativity that the two of you were. You're almost like Siamese twins, as they would say, like where they finish, you pick up. Where you pick up from, they finish. You're constantly connected to each other. Even when you're not together, you feel a connection. Strong, strong connection. Spiritual even with this person. It could be love for some, or romantic love, but for others it's not at all. It's not about that at all. It has nothing to do with that. So, and I'm feeling a sense of excitement off the card for you as well, Pisces. Your keywords are partnerships and creativity, communications, planning, education, and travel. You will be definitely doing some travel along the lines there somewhere. The third cup that I pulled for you in your hearth, in your home, anything to do with love, even romance, is the Eight of Cups. It's about change. Emotional changes. That's apparent. Keywords for some of you are going to be endings and departures and journeys, movement, travel, transitions, and vacations. Something as simple as some of you have put off taking vacation time over the holidays, and you've been saving for this all year round. Yeah, there's probably a handful of you. You're all going south for about 2 weeks or so in we'll say, places like Cancun and Jamaica and Bermuda and the Bahamas and all the different resorts. Some of you have saved for that. Some of you have been leery about it. Some of you have been wondering if you're actually going to make it, and the answer is yes, you're going to make it there. Much needed relaxation. Some of you are making it a job/vacation. We'll be looking for work and a life, a perspective of a life, the prospects of a new life. In this place that you're journeying to. You decided to kill two birds with one stone. You need the break. You've been working hard. You've been saving and working so you could take this trip because you're looking at a major life change, and we just talked about that. Major, major changes. We're talking leaving the state, the province, whatever, the country even for some of you, and setting up housekeeping residence in another area once you find a place of employment. This is what this job is about. You're going to scan out the employment centers. You want to see what the place has to offer, what the cost of living is going to be for you in the bigger picture, how many years will you have to commit, and will you ever want to come back anyway. These are going to be big changes in your life. The advice of this card is to follow your heart and go forward. It's time to take your leave. This is exactly the right time to move forward. Some of you will be leaving a relationship. Some it'll be a job. Some it'll be your actual home. Some of you also are second-guessing a commitment at an emotional level. So we're looking at a romantic relationship here as well. And you're seriously questioning, do I stay or do I go? Just like the song says, do I stay or do I go now? And you're weighing and you're looking for a balance in there. You're wondering, can I do both? Can I leave and can I still stay? Can I hold on to what I have? Do I have to give up everything if I leave? These are things that you're going to have to face up to because they're coming at you. And you're the only one that can make these decisions. Some of you, of course, are already there in that place. And you're going to be turning around as you're walking away and looking over your shoulder and realizing that it's done. The past is gone. It is now the past. I'm now walking into my future. And part of you feels bittersweet. You're leaving things behind you don't want to leave behind. Not really. But you may find a way to hold on to some, but you won't right now. In your mind, there's some things you're never going to see again. People you're never going to talk to again. Places you're never going to be at again. It's changing and you know it, but you feel in your gut that there's something pushing you and driving you, that there's more to life than what you have yourself encompassed in right now. There's a big world out there and you're excited about it. And you're not, you don't have any onus to anybody out there really to hold yourself back for. So some of you are walking away from a commitment that you may have been thinking about. Others are walking away for real. It's really going to happen. Wow, that's a lot. That's a big change coming on for you. The next card that I pulled is in your challenges for mid-month January, Pisces. It's the Seven of Swords. Sorry to say it's all about loss. You get a real in-depth reading here today. I can feel that off the cards, that there's stuff going on. It's pretty deep, life-altering and life-changing things. This card is here to warn you. This is your challenges, that something's being taken from you at this time. The card is advising you, if you have any suspicions of anybody along any lines at this time, if you've lost anything or you feel you're about to, you have a feeling somebody's going to try to take something from you, then you best follow your suspicions, because the card says so. Let me pull my book on this one. What do we got here? Yeah, loss, Seven of Swords. It's not the best. I'll say that. It's not the best of cards to have. There we go. All about loss. The Seven is known as the Thief card in the tarot because it reveals something being taken from you. Often it validates your suspicions, so if your intuition is telling you not to trust what I just told you, follow it. Investigate the details. Rather than agree to an offer straightforward, wait until you have evidence that it is genuine. This is somebody else. I kind of jumped there for a little bit. But something is going to be brought to you, but you need to investigate all the details before you go any further with it. This card asks you to take extra care of your possessions, literally, what you own, what is yours, such as your home, your car, the things within your home, your job, your mate, your family, anything you can think of that could be taken from you. You have to have your feelers out for that right now, not to make anybody paranoid or anything. So you need to take extra care, and you need to protect yourself from negative people who drain your energy. There's your red flag, because you're going, well, who would that be? Anybody that sucks you dry. All right? Anyone that sucks you down into that suck zone where there's no life and there's no way out and everything is doom and gloom, stay away from people like that. We all, God help us, we all know somebody that's like that. The advice of this card is protect your assets and examine the motives for others carefully and be on your guard. Let your spidey senses tingle. When you hear them going off, that's time to sit up and pay attention. The keywords are theft, negative power, insecurity, intuition, mistrust, decisions, and protection. Not good. You can anticipate these things. The last card in your message from Spirit is the High Priest. He's all about wisdom. Magnificent looking fella. He's here for a good reason. This is your message from Spirit. Is basically he brings, let's say, a learning process, a sense of education for you in education. Some learning moments coming up. He's holding his hand out. Can you see his hand there? He stands between the realm of the divine and mortal man. All right? He's reaching his hand out because he knows more than you do. So you have a teacher here. Whether this is a literal person that's going to take you along on an educational path and a learning experience that you've never had before, or this is an energy that is resounding within yourself and surrounding you right now. Now is a good time. The energies and vibrations that I feel are wide open for you right now. It's just an easier time for you to absorb new things and to retain the knowledge also that you're taking in. This card also brings ceremonies of unity, of marriage, values, and authority as well. The advice of this card is to listen to your inner wisdom, which will guide you to new educational paths, beliefs, or teacher. I already said that. So the Four also stands, he stands between the portal, between the realm of the divine and mortal man, as I said. His right hand is open and he's offering wisdom or knowledge. It's a good time for education. It also represents the unity of two people. You may feel restricted, though, by another's traditions, so you may find yourself, for some of you, working with somebody from a different background, completely different than what you've ever dealt with before. This is somebody completely new. We're talking skin color, language, accent, background, country, religion, everything to them. To you, from them, is foreign. You're uncomfortable with that. You need to find a way to accept. This isn't for everybody, so no nasty comments about things or anything. This is just for some of you. If it doesn't relate to you, then it doesn't relate to you, right? Use your common sense. Anyways, this is just for a few of you. And we all struggle with these things every day. We meet somebody new. There's nothing wrong with feeling that way. We're naturally, even though it may be wrong, we're naturally afraid of things that are unknown to us. And that includes people from different walks of life. We become a little more withdrawn. We hold back a bit. We second guess everything. We don't want to offend anybody. We don't want to walk on toes. We don't want them walking on our toes. We want to give them respect. They want to give us respect. You need to give the airtime in between for these things to fall into place before the both of you so that you can come together for work. For some of you, and this would be rare, maybe 0.1 of you are going to fall in love with somebody from a very different background. Boys, is this going to put a kerpluffle in your life and in your daily life? It's going to be an adventure and something great. So let's move on. That was a good reading. Let's move on to our significator. Okay, let's see here. Sorry about the bang. I didn't mean to drop the cards. I know it's really loud over the microphone. So we want one significator card for this general 5-card Oceanic Tarot spread for the sign of Pisces, for the mid-month reading, general reading for January 2017. Please give us one significator using the Oceanic Tarot spread, this 5-card spread, for the sign of Pisces. Interesting reading, Pisces. Lots of good stuff in there. I'm kind of smirking inside over somebody meeting somebody from a totally different, and being completely smitten by them, because I see a comedy of errors happening. Because I don't know, you see these pictures and cartoons depicted of somebody and love hearts over their head, and they're tripping over their own feet, you know, trying to get it to come together. It's going to be that kind of a thing. It's really comical. But the best things in life we don't see coming. How boring would life be if we realized everything before it hit us? We don't. That's the wonder of life and the beauty of living. We don't know what's around the corner, not really. Good or bad, wonderful or not. And one more, okay. It's for Pisces. Instigator card, not instigator, significator. Alright, there it is. They say to cut, and cut. What have we? Oh, the King of Wands. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen him show up. What could he mean? He looks ready for anything, does he not? Alright, let me pull my book. King of Wands. Yeah, I know who he is. Know all about him. He wants to speak too. He turned right up. I didn't have to fish for him. Okay. The King supports our creative efforts and motivates our ambitions. All about, remember, wands are practical things, initiation, starting new things, new businesses, new jobs, this kind of thing. So, but he's here to support these things and motivate our ambitions, upholding the principles of integrity. Beware of relying on him, though, as he cannot devote all his efforts to one cause. He has the same intense capacity for romantic passion as well that he applies to his creative work and can push us to persevere in seeking the highest of unions. He has the same intense capacity for romance as he does for ambitions and upholding the principles of integrity. Remember your integrity. And remember, this is more, I feel this is more of an energy for you guys than a real person. So the energy's there and it's going to help you along. But it can only deal with one thing at a time. So don't go overboard thinking now's the time I'm going to get 5 things on the go at once, because now your integrity is going to come into question. Why are you really doing this when you feel like you need to throw five irons into the fire all at the same time? That's just almost, you're testing fate at that point. One thing at a time. Use your integrity at 150% with everything that you undertake right now. And you have the same intense capacity and the same passion for anything that's romantic in your life right now. Become more creative. Work a little more at it. Persevere. And always, always, always reach for the top. Reach for the highest. Look at the bigger picture in life. That's a big part of it right there. Look at the bigger picture. What are you going to put all your time and energy into? Just for self-gratification, like for right now? Yes, I talked about before about living in the now, but with common sense and logic, okay? So you have to keep your feet on the ground and look forward and be alert. Always know what's going on around you. Only play dumb when it's to your benefit. It's like you pretend you don't hear 2 people over talking and you hear every damn word. And it's hitting you in a personal way. These things can happen. Anyway, Pisces, I hope you liked your reading. That was a pretty meaty reading. It was pretty good. Come back in 2 weeks' time and you'll be getting the February readings as well. Lord knows what February is going to hold, other than Valentine's Day. That's pretty predictable, but hey, who knows? Also, thank you very much for your subscriptions, for everybody that subscribes and supports the channel. The bottom of my heart, that means an awful lot to me. We're also on Facebook, if you'd like to come to Facebook. I see my little dog looking in the window at me. Anyway, come to Facebook, Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and someone will let you in. I'll lock the door and let you in there. And thank you for your shares, your likes, your Google Plussings. Please feel free to leave comments as well. And for right now, I'm out of air and I'm out of breath, and my dog wants in the house really, really bad. Here, give her to me. She can say hi to everybody. I hate people that do this. The readers that do this. Look at my baby. But there she is. This is TT. Say hello. Say hello. I'm not saying hello. She's a palm. She just had, we got her in the spring and they had shaved her down to nothing and her hair's growing back. She's a good girl though. She only weighs about 3 pounds for heaven's sakes. Okay, I gotta say goodbye. All right, we'll see you all later. Hope to see you back soon. Hope you like the reading. If you want a personal reading, check down below. You can always send me off an email, whatever you'd like. Anyways, for now, goodbye. Good luck from the bottom of my heart to yours. Enjoy the rest of January. Bye-bye.